Title: The Girl Who Planted Hope. In a quiet town in Japan, there lived a girl named Yumi. She was 12 years old and lived with her grandparents in a small wooden house near the mountains. Yumi's parents worked in the city and visited only on weekends. Yumi loved nature. She would spend hours in the garden, watering flowers, feeding birds, and watching butterflies. Her favorite spot was a cherry blossom tree in front of her house. Every spring, it bloomed with soft pink flowers. One year, something terrible happened. A strong storm came and destroyed many parts of the town. Trees fell, homes broke, and the beautiful cherry blossom tree was also blown down. When Yumi saw it, her heart broke. "Grandpa, the tree is gone," she said with tears in her eyes. "Yes, Yumi," he said gently. "But remember, even when a tree falls, its seeds remain." That night, Yumi had an idea. The next day, she went to the town school and asked the teacher, "Can I speak to the students?" With permission, she stood in front of the class and said, "I want to plant trees across our town. If we all plant one small tree, our town will become green and beautiful again." At first, the children were quiet. Then one boy raised his hand and said, "I'll help." Soon, everyone joined in. Even the teachers and parents became excited. Yumi's project was called Hope in Bloom. Every student planted a tree in their backyard, schoolyard, or park. Yumi and her grandfather helped everyone, teaching them how to care for the young plants. News of her project spread to nearby towns. A newspaper reporter came to interview her. "Why are you doing this?" he asked. Yumi smiled and said, "Because one tree gave me happiness. I want to share that with everyone." Months passed. Little trees began to grow. Some had fruits, some had flowers, and some gave shade. The town started to look green and fresh again. One day, a letter came from Tokyo. It was from a famous environmental group. They invited Yumi to speak at a school event about how young people can help the earth. Yumi went to Tokyo with her grandparents. She spoke to hundreds of students. "We may be small," she said, "but even small hands can plant big hope." When she returned home, a big surprise waited for her. The mayor of the town had declared her cherry blossom tree as a memory garden. A new cherry tree had been planted in the same spot, and beside it, a signboard read, "Planted by Yumi, the girl who brought back spring." Tears filled Yumi's eyes, but this time, they were happy tears. From then on, every spring, the town celebrated Hope Day, when people planted new trees and told the story of the little girl who made a big difference. Moral of the story: no matter how small you are, you can bring big change with hope, action, and kindness.